will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Otten. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That's trying to come back for second. It's not going to get there. No good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. ETN once more, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Lawrence going to keep it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Agnew now to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the set. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that?
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot. But not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
64 yards on the ground for him so far. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. Open man, that's Milne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And now he picks up the spare. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 4th and goal, here's the option. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up the defensive touchdown.
He'll They'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one too low.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's White. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And This one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, right back to ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it.